In a village nestled by a winding river, where the sun kissed the earth with a golden glow, lived a young girl named Amina. Her heart was as pure as the spring waters she fetched every morning for her beloved grandmother. The river was the lifeblood of their village, its gentle currents humming a timeless song that only those who listened with their hearts could hear. Amina was one such soul. She saw the river not just as a source of water, but as a living, breathing friend. Every dawn, just as the first rays of light painted the sky in shades of rose and gold, Amina would take her clay pot and make her way to the riverbank. She would greet the birds, whisper hello to the rustling leaves, and dip her toes into the cool, refreshing water. She respected every creature, big and small, knowing that each had its place in the great tapestry of life. Her kindness was a quiet melody that resonated with the world around her, a gentle touch that left everything a little brighter. One particular morning, as Amina approached her favorite spot by the old baobab tree, something caught her eye. It was a glimmer, a flash of silver and gold dancing in the shallow water, struggling against an old, discarded fishing net. Her heart skipped a beat. It was a fish, but not just any fish. Its scales shimmered with the light of 1,000 tiny rainbows, its eyes like polished obsidian. It was trapped, thrashing in panic, its beautiful form entangled in the cruel mesh. Without a second thought, Amina waded into the water. "Shh, it's all right," she cooed softly, her voice a calming balm. "I'm here to help you." The fish, sensing her gentle intention, seemed to still itself. Carefully, patiently, Amina worked at the tangled knots of the net. The rough fibers scraped her fingers, but she didn't mind. Her only focus was on freeing the magnificent creature. After what felt like an eternity, the final knot gave way. The fish was free. It hovered in the water for a moment, looking at Amina with an intelligence that surprised her. She cupped her hands and gently guided it towards the deeper, safer currents. "Swim safe, little one," she whispered, a genuine smile gracing her lips. "Be free." With a flick of its powerful tail, a flash of iridescent light, the fish disappeared into the heart of the river. Amina watched it go, a warmth spreading through her chest, the simple joy of a good deed her only reward. She filled her pot with water and returned home, the memory of the shining fish a secret treasure in her heart. That night, as the moon cast a silver path across the water, Amina was awakened by a sound. It was a voice, soft and melodic, like the flowing river itself, calling her name. Amina ... Drawn by an irresistible pull, she left her small hut and followed the sound back to the riverbank. The air was still, the world bathed in moonlight. The river, usually a dark, silent ribbon, was glowing with a soft, ethereal blue light. Amina stood at the water's edge, her heart pounding with a mixture of fear and wonder. The water began to churn and swirl, not violently, but gracefully, as if gathering itself. From the center of the glowing vortex, a figure began to rise. It was a spirit, tall and majestic, crafted from the very essence of the water. Its form shimmered and flowed, its eyes held the ancient wisdom of the river, and its voice was the gentle rush of the current. In its hands, it held a calabash, a simple gourd, but one that shone with the brilliance of pure, molten gold. "Do not be afraid, child of the kind heart," the spirit of the river said, its voice echoing with the depth of the waters. Amina could only stare, mesmerized. "I have watched you," the spirit continued. "I have seen your respect for my waters and your kindness to my creatures. This morning, you saved one of my children, a messenger of the deep." The spirit gestured with the golden calabash. "You acted from a place of pure compassion, seeking no reward. For this, you shall receive a gift." The spirit extended the glowing calabash towards her. "Take this," it commanded gently. "It holds the very essence of my life-giving power. Use it, but remember this, its magic is tied to your heart. Use it with kindness, share its blessings, and it will serve you well." Amina, trembling, stepped forward and accepted the gift. The moment her fingers touched it, she felt a surge of warmth and life flow through her. "Thank you," she whispered, her voice filled with awe. The spirit smiled, a ripple of light across its watery face. "Remember, blessings grow when they are shared," it said, before slowly sinking back into the glowing depths, leaving Amina alone on the moonlit bank with the miraculous golden calabash. The next day, Amina decided to test the spirit's words. She went to her grandmother's small, withered garden. The soil was dry and cracked, the plants frail and struggling. With a hopeful heart, Amina poured a little water from the golden calabash onto the thirsty earth. The effect was immediate and astonishing. Where the water touched, the soil darkened with richness. Wilted leaves perked up, turning a vibrant green. Tiny buds swelled and burst into a riot of colorful, fragrant flowers right before her eyes. The vegetable plants stood tall and strong, their fruits ripening in an instant. Word of Amina's miracle garden spread through the village like wildfire. People came from all around to see the incredible sight. Amina, remembering the spirit's words, did not hoard her gift. She went to the fields of her neighbors, where crops were failing due to a long dry spell. She shared the water from her calabash, and everywhere she went, life bloomed. Barren fields turned into lush carpets of green, promising a bountiful harvest for all. The villagers rejoiced, their gratitude for Amina boundless. She gave water to the sick, and they felt their strength return. She watered the ancient village tree, and it sprouted new leaves. The golden calabash seemed to hold an endless supply of blessings as long as it was used to help others, but not everyone's heart was as pure as Amina's. A neighbor named Kale, a man whose heart was shriveled with greed and envy, watched from a distance. He saw the beautiful calabash and didn't see a tool for kindness. He saw a source of wealth and power for himself. Why should she have such a treasure? He muttered to himself, "I deserve it more. I could sell that water and become the richest man in the land." His jealousy grew like a toxic weed, choking out all reason and goodness. One moonless night, while the village slept, Kale crept into Amina's hut. He saw the golden calabash sitting on a small table, glowing faintly in the darkness. His hands trembled with greedy excitement. He snatched it, his heart pounding in his chest. "It's mine now," he hissed, and scurried back to his own home, dreaming of the riches he would acquire. He planned to keep the magic all for himself, to hold power over the others. The next morning, Kale took the calabash to his own small, barren plot of land. "Now, to make myself a king," he cackled, tipping the calabash to pour out the magic water. But instead of a life-giving stream, only a few drops of dull, murky water trickled out. And as he stared in confusion and rage, the golden calabash in his hands grew heavy. The beautiful, shining gold turned to coarse, gray stone. Its light extinguished, its warmth vanished. It was now nothing more than a heavy, useless rock. In his selfish hands, the magic had died. When Amina awoke to find her calabash gone, her heart sank. But soon, the entire village was in an uproar as Kale raged about the useless rock he had stolen. The truth was revealed, and the villagers saw clearly the consequence of his greed. The magic wasn't in the calabash itself, but in the intention of the one who held it. Amina was sad to have lost the gift, but her heart was at peace. She had used it as the spirit intended. That night, she returned to the riverbank. The spirit of the river rose once more. "You have learned the lesson well, Amina," it said softly. "A true blessing is not a thing to be owned, but an act of kindness to be shared. The real magic was always in your heart." The spirit smiled, and as it sank back into the water, a gentle rain began to fall upon the entire valley, nourishing all the fields that Amina had touched with her kindness. The land would continue to thrive, not from a single magical object, but from the spirit of generosity she had planted in the heart of her community. And so, Amina continued to be a friend to the river, knowing that the greatest treasures in life are kindness, respect for nature, and the joy that grows, not when it is taken, but when it is shared. Thank you so much for watching. If this story touched your heart, please give us a like, share it with someone who might enjoy it, and subscribe to our channel for more tales that inspire. We'll see you in the next video.